Oh, awesome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 2 of tonight's Top Dog League series. We've got KLG going up against 440 Gaming. And holy crap, I hope you guys weren't too terribly bored while we were getting things all figured out. But we're finally in this. It is going to be on Merry-Go-Round Ladder Edition and spawning in the upper left-hand corner in the blue trunks, representing Team 440 Gaming. He is iMprOVe.
And in the bottom of the map, literally centered in the bottom merry-go-round, playing as the Red Zerg, it's JimRising.
Oh yeah. So, we got a ZVT on our hands. Your favorite matchup, not exactly mine, but all will be awesome in general.
Yeah, I do agree. There has been a lot more variance in the early game, at least in recent days. Snoot actually has been doing a lot of interesting things in the ZVT. He's been opening pool first a lot to try to metagame Reaper openers and deny the low ground expo. But he's also been transitioning from Ling Bling Muta into a mid-game Swarm Host style against Terran Bio, which is very atypical.
Yeah, so far, looks like we are going to see an early scout come out from JimRising. Kind of interesting. He is going to be going to plant that hatchery down first. Going to go touch that, touch the watchtower. Whoa. Okay, that's interesting. I guess just go touch the watchtower, make sure there's no proxy out in the middle of the map, and then just come on back. Huh.
Yeah, so I guess Jim was just a little bit concerned about that. We are seeing a very typical Reaper Expo out of iMprOVe, so it's judging by the fact that most players scout counterclockwise. In my experience, iMprOVe is going to scout pretty late here.
Yeah.
But he might spot this Overlord. He actually does, so he knows exactly where Jim spawned now.
Yeah, definitely going to be quite nice for him. The Reaper will come out and pretty much go in the appropriate direction. Actually, I take that back. He has it to the other direction. He will probably readjust that once the SCV says, hey, there's something there. Anyways, so gas is going to be coming up for JimRising, so it does look like he's going to be going for a relatively early speed. Actually, we have a bunker already. iMprOVe definitely looking to make some action happen right now. Yeah, and this has a pretty high likelihood of finishing, actually. Hasn't been scouted yet. This is genius.
It's obnoxious. It's obnoxious, but I don't think this is going to be very relevant. The bunker is not close enough to either hatchery to let the Reaper hit. And it's still within Spinecrawler range, so all it does is it just means that Jim can't transfer workers from his main to his natural. Interestingly, though, Jim is still mining gas.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna. Wonder if he's gonna either continue. He's got full guys in gas, so it looks like he might just do a transition over into roaches, maybe. Usually, if you see banelings, usually you have at least one drone or two drones come out of gas. But it does look like the bunker is going to go ahead and get picked off at this point. 2 Reapers in it, not going to be quite enough, but it will go down.
No salvage.
No salvage there. But we still have 2 Reapers, still getting a fair amount of harassment done. A couple more Lings going to get picked off. Overall, I think this did a decent amount of job. Forced a handful of Lings, which I'm sure JimRising would have definitely preferred them to have been drones. But yeah, I think overall just a really nice. Ooh, actually might get. It's got to be careful not to lose that that Reaper. Interesting move though. Yeah, definitely did a fair amount of damage. Obviously, Queens are going to go back to doing their stuff, and Natural's already down for iMprOVe, so things are going to start to transition a little bit. We do have a small little Ling squad that's going to try and poke in here. Whether or not they will is another question.
One really interesting thing is iMprOVe is playing incredibly greedy. He's almost doing a build that Bomber did not too long ago, where he actually went for the fast 30C before the reactor. But this speedling attack is going to prevent iMprOVe from securing his natural.
Yeah, so Salvage is going to go down on that bunker, which is actually going to leave that entire opening wide open. So the Lings are definitely going to need to... Ooh, actually, going to pick off one of those Reapers. Actually, this counterattack is doing a lot of damage. Looking at the loss tab, I mean, it's definitely in JimRising's favor. I mean, 12 units killed so far. So...
Yeah, 4 worker kills plus a cancel on the bunker, leaving the wall wide open. I think Jim is very happy with that counterattack. He actually puts himself up a lot of supply as a result.
Yeah, I mean...
but it is going to be a roach attack.
Yes, it is. So as far as like drone to SCV count, it's still fairly even. Granted, a lot of pressure has definitely come in iMprOVe's way, and he is not aware of it at all. Well, he is now, as the Hellions do run into that nice little small squad of roaches.
It's only Roachling, actually, and I don't think iMprOVe is going to be able to hold this. He is already getting Marauders out, which are really nice, but...
Yeah, Hellions are going to get picked off. It does look like he's going to try and focus down one of those supply depots and get into the main. Marauders getting a fair amount of damage done. Is going to go ahead and leave things open. Lings now streaming across the field. And yeah, there's not a whole lot here coming out of iMprOVe. I mean, obviously...
supply block.
Yeah, supply block is going to be definitely huge. And with the rest of these Hellions being picked off, the Lings can just flood right into the main. And yeah, this is looking pretty... pretty grim here for Mr. El Senor iMprOVe. But yeah, roaches are definitely going to be able to get some damage done. Lings trying to stream in. SCVs are going to go ahead and get pulled. Now, granted, the Hellions are doing a fair amount of damage, and it does look like for the time being this might actually get held. Bunker will go down, and the rest of these units will go ahead and get cleaned up for the time being. Overall...
If iMprOVe holds, so he's actually very ahead with 3 CCs, the 2 hatches of production. It's going to be very easy for him to stabilize. And throughout all of this, Jim wasn't really macroing. He's floating 1,000 minerals. He's trying to like triple expand.
I don't know. So it's like the Spire's a little bit under halfway done. He's definitely, maybe he was holding some of those minerals to get up a fair mutaball once that's finished. Obviously, he is going to go ahead and take his 3rd expansion because he feels a little bit behind. Let's see. He did scout that 3rd CC, so he's fully aware that his opponent is a little bit ahead in the economic front. I don't know. Do you think he didn't do enough damage?
I don't think Jim did enough damage. When your Terran opponent is on equal supply at this part of the game, and I'm saying this part, but now it's like in relative terms, right? It's not a good sign for the Zerg. He is floating a lot of gas, though, and that means he is going to have a lot of mutas once that Spire completes. But the question is whether or not iMprOVe is going to be prepared for it. And as it looks like right now, he might not be.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we still don't have an engineering bay down, which means turrets are not going to be anywhere close. Granted, the starport is finishing, and it is going to be able to plant that down in the reactor. He's going to want to build medevacs first, but obviously he might reconsider that once he does see the mutas.
Yeah, one big concern that iMprOVe has to be looking at right now, though, is like what could kill him right now. And the answer is mutas, and he doesn't have enough Marines in my mind to make this a safe call. He only has 18 Marines to the 10 mutas that are out on the map.
So yeah, so mutas are going to start flying straight across. Definitely going to go to the backside of the main. I think that's the appropriate choice.
He's going for the Hellions first. It's a mistake.
Yeah, I agree. I think those mutas really need to just lagging a little bit. Yeah, the mutas really needed to get across the field and actually like do some damage.
Yeah, turrets are going up everywhere.
Yeah,
now
I mean. That's a little disappointing because I kind of would have expected Jim to be...
Oh, but there was a big drop in here. Two
Yes.
medevacs. This is not going to get a lot of damage done, however.
Yeah, it's going to get immediately shut down. Granted, the mutas aren't really focusing down the medevacs, so he is not... One of them will get picked off. Second one... Actually, is not going to... Yeah, just barely not going to get away.
Should go down.
So, yeah, so that was definitely a nice little cleanup there. Nice little victory. Granted, there is a Widow Mine here. Poof! One muta will go down for that. A lot of Marines here, but Ling streaming in, getting a lot of surface area. All these Marines are going to go down. iMprOVe's going to go ahead and call GG. Wow. That's...
That was very sudden.
Yeah, that was very, very abrupt. It was like...